What's up, guys? This is Mitch from Boardco, and I'm here to give you the rundown on some 2020 Hyperlite product from Hyperlite. And right here I've got the new 2020 Riot Wakeboard Bindings, and give you a little bit of a rundown. So these boots are a boot that it's not exactly my personal favorite design, just because I like a boot that's really soft. But if you're looking for a boot that's got a ton of support and structure, and is going to be great for riding, particularly behind the boat, but you can also take to a cable park, the Riot Bindings are awesome and something you really like. A lot of our guys at the shop really do like these things. So I'll tell you a couple of things that guys really are enjoying about the Riot. So the first one is, there's two things that are really noticeable about this boot when you take a look at it. The first one is the Velcro closure system. So this boot's got 3 Velcro zones that you use instead of using laces. This does a couple things for you. I personally actually really like the feel of Velcro on a boot. And the main reason why is because it gives you kind of an all-over support. It doesn't have like super tight zones like right up here at the top, but it's just kind of a big, like, it's like your foot's getting a big hug from the Velcro when you tighten it up. It's actually a really nice feel. But it also doesn't have any very specific pressure points, and it kind of allows you to customize the fit depending on what shape and size your foot is. So if you got a little bit narrower foot or a little bit wider foot, a Velcro typically handles that pretty well, just because it just gives it a nice, smooth, all-over closure feel to it. The other thing about this boot that's fairly noticeable is the cuff height. So it's a pretty tall boot that has a lot of support structure. What they wanted to do is this boot has what's called Hyperlite's fusion plate system. What that means is it's got a built-in integrated support structure that runs up through the sides of the boot and ties back in up going around the heel to keep your heel locked down and locked in, but to give you extra support and mobility side to side. That's going to do a few things. If you like really going big off the wake, cranking in hard, putting a lot of leverage on your board, you're going to really like the way these boots feel. Especially bigger guys are a big fan of them, or just people that like to ride really hard or want a lot of support for their ankle. They're really a big fan of what these Riot boots can do. They're Noah Flegel's pro model boot. Noah's a relatively bigger guy that likes going huge behind the boat and just absolutely throws down, and he loves having these boots on his board. So that fusion plate with the additional support structure that comes up a little higher on your ankle is going to give you more support. With the Velcro closure is going to give you a nice, smooth, all-over fit. You've also got some things like this back TPU base back here. This is going to snap back into place when you put leverage against it, so it's going to give you nice support and allow you to really leverage back against your board. It also won't break down like some of the other softer materials will. It's going to stay the same stiffness over time, so it's never going to break down and get too soft on you while you're riding. Where the other parts of the boot will break in a little bit and get a little more softer and a little more comfortable as you keep riding the boots long term. This boot's also a full closed-toe boot design. Closed-toe is going to be the best, particularly if it's just you riding your boots. You can have a little bit of flexibility one direction or another. So like these boots right here are a size 9. Somebody with a size 10 can typically wear them, or somebody with a size 8. But if you have your friend that wants to share your boots with you when you go out to ride every once in a while, but if you're looking for a pair of boots primarily for one rider, closed-toe is definitely the way to go. Lastly, super impact insole on the inside is going to give you a lot of support and a lot of cush when you come down on landings. Transfer a lot of the strain of a landing into the base plate of the boot instead of going to your knees or to your back or something else. So the Riot boot, if you're wanting a high-end, high-performance, go-hard wakeboard boot, this boot is going to give you pretty much what you want. Is going to be right up your alley. So if you have any questions at all on it, give us a call at boardco.com. Check out our website for more information. Let us know what we can do to help, and we'll talk to you soon.